Ladies and gentlemen, how goes it? I'm your host, Suzaku R6, also known as Jacob, and we are here on beautiful October 23rd with another episode of Drama Alert. I got the bucket hat out, people requested it in my last video, which was like 3 months ago because I don't really like to do this anymore, but I just had to with all this shit going on. So I brought the bucket hat and the Naruto headband back out because you know me, I'm strapped, and I got the Elevate hoodie on because I'm just a walking meme right now. And I'm about to be a talking meme. So let's get into it. I know we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, but first, in recent news today, Chef got banned. Jabal, I hope this isn't true. You know, you're a really upstanding guy and a great player. So I just hope this isn't true. And if you're watching this, Epi and Justin, you gotta help this guy out. He probably played one game with a cheater, didn't know until the last round, and the dude started teleporting. That happened to me twice. So you gotta help him out, because Chef, there's no way Chef boosted. He's no way. All right. In other news, not pro league related just yet. Hold on to your seats. Yardie, he's this dude. Rainbow Six community, moved from PS4. You know, he's a good player. I'll give him that. He's a good player, but he's just ruining his reputation right now. He dropped the N-bomb along like a year ago. People surfaced that video. He said it again like a month ago on Twitch. I can't put the clips in, obviously, because it's YouTube. I don't think I'm allowed to say that word. But, you know, and he made this twit longer. He said, I'm changed. I give you a second chance, which, fine. I don't really care in the first place. You can say whatever you want. It's the internet. But you can't say that you didn't say it. You got to stand by what you say. And he said he's a changed man. All of his friends came to his defense. No, I've been playing with Yardie for 2 weeks now. Like, he's a great guy. Whatever. Totally fine. Just today, another clip surfaced. He called Sweater, for saving the clip of him saying the N-word, he called Sweater a faggot, and then he's going to murder him.
Sweater saved it, of course, because he's a little fucking emo. That kid's a faggot. I don't know how anyone likes that kid. I would actually murder that kid if I ever saw him.
I don't like that kid either.
That kid's like emo.
Yeah, that's not looking good for you, Yardie. I'm sorry, man. He changed his name. He made a new account. He changed his Uplay. He's literally like, I don't know what it is. He's gonna probably try victim, acting like the victim here by talking about it. He said in his post about it he was abused or whatever. Like, no one gives a fuck, man. Just give it a rest. You gotta give it a rest with the language. There's no reason to say the N-word, if I'm being honest. And for all the white people that are gonna come on this video and say, well, it's just a word, that's a two-way street. Exactly. It's just a word. You don't need to say it. There's literally absolutely no reason that you need to say it, because people get offended. It's 2018. People are soft. But something like that, there's no reason to say it. So we shouldn't even be having this argument. It shouldn't even be an argument. You know, it's just stupid petty things. And I wanted to believe that you were a changed man after this twit longer, but calling someone a fag and saying you're going to murder them, you're just toxic. That's the bottom line, is you're just toxic. And I am guilty of it too. I call people retards when I play Call of Duty and Rainbow Six. I've said faggot before, but it's just funny. It's just really funny that it surfaced right as this whole twit longer came out. So, and you got to be careful. And this isn't I'm going to say less bad things in public and on stream. I need to say less bad things all the time, because you don't know who's listening, just like that shadow play. You don't know who's playing T-Hunt sitting in Discord listening to you. Obviously, who you think your friends are, they are not your friends. For, sending that clip around. So Yardie, just got to give it a rest, man. Just either stop saying it or stand by it. Say, you know what? I'm calling this guy a fucking retard because I feel like it. And that's the end of the story. And if people don't want to talk to you anymore, you got to respect it. Which you do. You said in your post you respect it. So that's it. That's basically it. C9. Cloud9 Rainbow Six forced to forfeit another match. Laxing could not get his wire started, and he tried downloading it, reinstalling it, blah, 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 blah. No dice. So SSG claims that the admin said that they had to take the win, or they couldn't reschedule, or they didn't want to, which is fine. Whatever the truth is, you take your win and you go on your day. But SSG did not do that. They took their win, and the next day, Redeemer talked about how he wants a rematch. Child, I don't know what Child was saying, but, Brian's talking now, too. He's getting in a fight with Lax on Twitter as I'm making this video. And you guys just got to give it a rest. Even your org members are tweeting the dumbest, ignorant shit. Like, even I'm stupid, but some of the shit that you guys are saying right now is so stupid. Take your win and go. take your win, your 3 points, get your bonus, whatever it is that you needed with that, and go. If it even meant anything in the first place. It solidified your spot in 4th, obviously, so Mouse couldn't come back, but you can't take that free win and then the next day feel guilty about it. Do what Rogue did. Rogue took their win, and they went on. And people, this is about the Rogue situation. People were so mad at Rogue, talking how unsportsmanlike, unmorally wrong it was, or morally wrong it was. And here's a little food for thought. The week before, or it might have even been that play day, I don't know, C9 was talking about how Pro League teams were sharing VODs, implying that it was them. And then they came out and apologized. Obviously, they didn't. Rogue did not share any VODs. Mouse did not share any VODs. No one shared any VODs. So they said all this stuff. I remember even people in EU were talking about sharing VODs. Pengu and them. I don't know if they were against or for it, but I don't remember, and I don't feel like scrolling back to whatever that was for that DreamHack. And so they were basically slandering Rogue in a way, and then the next week asked them, "Yo, can we reschedule this match?" If I'm there, no, I'm not rescheduling this match. You just said all that shit about me last week. What? I'm getting my 3 points and I'm moving on. It's not the C9 player's fault. It's not Rogue's fault. It's not ESL's fault. It is the C9 manager's fault for booking their flights. Now, like I tweeted at Pengu, and I actually sent him to bed with this tweet. I said, if I'm C9 and I'm worth $310 million, I am buying my teammates or my players new flights. That's it. I made a mistake. I will pay for pay the price, which they didn't. So, honestly, like I said, Rogue and SSG, take your wins, go on about it, which Rogue did, and SSG is having a hard time doing that for some reason, and they're starting this beef that is making North America look really bad right now. So me and a bunch of other people, please give it a rest. Put it to bed. Boop, got your 3 points, that's it. 4th place, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, in other news, Obey has been relegated. Auto relegations for 8th place just took place last night, and Obey, finishing with the least amount of points, is now off the board. They tied with EG last night. It was a good effort. EG seemed to be throwing. They were throwing because they were role swapping and not playing what they normally play. That's crazy to me. ESL, investigate this hashtag. But Skies has announced that he will be coaching. Congrats to you, Skies. Ending your career on a loss is hard. On a second relegation is hard, but it happens to the best of us, and you need to overcome it. And hopefully, whatever you bring to the team as a coach will help them in the future. Not sure if it's Obey. Not sure what team it is you're going to coach, but wish them luck. DG is looking for a player. Challenger League team. Gotcha has become the coach of EG. Congratulations to Gotcha Lee Legion himself. This is big. This is pretty big. And they will attend Rio and Invitational. So Gotcha just got 2 trips. Congratulations, Coach Gotcha. And whatever you're bringing to the team, it's working. It is working. Except last match, but it is working. Rogue will also be attending Rio. They beat SK yesterday. Mint actually almost had a 1v5 to win the game or tie the game so that they would keep their second place spot, but Shuttle almost had an ace that round. He just couldn't kill Mint, and Mint almost had that. I'm not gonna lie. Mint almost had that. If Rogue didn't have Shuttle there, they would have lost that round because Shuttle's just he's the GOAT. Shuttle's the GOAT. Okay, now for the main event, Mouse. People are throwing these conspiracies, these theories, what they believe to be true based on their biased opinions about what Mouse did last night. 1. This match had no merit for Mouse. If SSG lost or tied, Mouse could have moved up to 4th place. SSG won. Okay? According to the forfeit, SSG won. So they got 3 points. Mouse could not either move up or down in the standings. So, what do? They do some role swaps and they play one of their worst maps to work on it. They're playing U.S. Nationals on Friday. I doubt they're going to play Clubhouse. So they don't want to give this, even if it's a pickup team and they're not going to check VODs. So that's what Twitter told me and Reddit. You don't want to risk that. They had a bad day couple days ago. They absolutely threw against Vicious on border. And they don't want to have the same mistake. So they just took this game with bread and butter. They just in and out. They said, we don't give a fuck. Vandal, you want to use shotgun? Go ahead and use a fucking shotgun. At this point, they could care less. And them winning that game would not mean anything for them. It's hard to keep your competitiveness when there's nothing on the line. Absolutely nothing. They're 4th place, last game. Year 1, they were off-stream games. Should have just done that. I mean, basically, no one wanted to watch any match last night besides the Rogue SK. That is a fact. And, people letting this whole Skies thing, where this underlying beef is, cloud their mind that maybe Noble was fighting for this because they want to keep their Pro League spot. If Noble won this, they wouldn't get auto-relegated. A game involves 2 teams. You're saying Noble, Mouse absolutely threw. Yes, they ran into fucking blue. Yes, Vandal was using a fucking shotgun. But that doesn't mean that they were paid. No one paid Mouse to do that. They're not throwing intentionally to get someone knocked out of Pro League. They just don't give a fuck about the game. I played a playoff game for CCS against DG. We had 2 subs. We did not care. We picked random operators and we peaked everything. It was for fun. That was literally it. And DG went on to win. They absolutely desecrated us, 12-1. Okay? When you're in a match and there's nothing for you there, you're just in your mind. You're like, it doesn't matter. And to the Mouse, it didn't matter. But to Noble, that match was everything. People are not giving Noble the credit they deserve, okay? They've been scrimming that map. They really wanted to play it. They really want to stay in Pro League. So instead of sitting here and letting oh my God, Skies is my favorite player. How can he possibly get relegated? It's all Mouse's fault. You got to realize they had 14 games to not be in last place or 7th place. If they were destined, if they deserved their spot in Pro League, they would have it. Anyone that deserves anything has it. Rogue deserves their spot at LAN because they beat SK. They won. Okay? People tweeting that hot and cold saying you deserve that spot. Even he said himself, no matter, what happened, I'm upset because this is the end result. And he's right. Whatever happens at the end of the season, whoever's going to LAN, whoever deserves everyone deserves to have. Okay? That's something that you just got to know. You can't say, oh, well, this team deserves to be here. No. If they did, they'd be there. Even Adam. I like Adam. I like my man, Bosco, all of them. Benji, I was so happy when Benji got picked up. Great guys. And Adam tweeted, how could you mess with this game because this is our full-time jobs? This is Noble's full-time job. They put as much heart into their game as you did yours. So everyone is looking at this from a mouse throwing perspective while not even understanding what is on the line for Noble. Nothing is on the line for Mouse. Everything is on the line for Noble. All I'm going to say. I've had people on Noble DM me saying thank you for, tweeting funny stuff because my timeline is full of bullshit. They feel so bad because they won a game and y'all can't even believe that they won a game. It's nuts. There's people saying I'm going to unsubbing to Mouse. I want to return my Mouse skin because of this. You can't compare this to I Buy Power. I Buy Power was for money. Mouse did not get anything from this. Nothing. So stop comparing these two situations. They mean nothing. So once again, I feel extremely bad for Noble. You guys really shedding them in an awful light. And I hope they keep their Pro League spot. And prove you wrong, because they started off the season so hot. They started off real good. And I believe, even Obey had good games, and they could have done it, but they didn't. No one was capitalizing. Even this guy said, when you want to be a coach, he's like, I've been wanting to be a coach since Paris. If you want to be a coach since Paris, that means you don't want to play. That means that, my computer just turned off. That means that you're putting your team at risk of all this. And you didn't even want to play. It's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. And then Farrell Jackal, analyst for G2. He comes out with this tweet. It's a screenshot of Mouse when they're trying and when they're not trying. And then when they're throwing. Just further ruining this whole conspiracy, the community, and everything. Good job, Farrell. Good job, man. You analyzed the game to know that they were role swapping. Holy fuck. Thank God G2 picked you up, man. You're doing things no one else is doing in this game. And you know what? I have this free Chick-fil-A card. Be our guest for a free entree. It expires June of next year. If you're in America, you let me know. I'll have this delivered to you as a token of NA's gratitude for your analyst abilities. just shut the fuck up, man. Just shut the fuck up. You know they were role swapping. You know they were just playing the game just to play. They didn't need to win. They didn't need to lose. So, keep to your region, please. Please and thank you. That's all I have to say about Mouse. Buffs and nerfs. Rainbow Six Siege. The SMG-11 is getting a recoil buff. This is insanely awesome because I cannot use the current SMG-11. The recoil is way too much. I've like super burst fire it. I like using, I like how I used to be able to just run and gun people with it. Hopefully it gets back to that way. I'm sure it'll still have a lot of recoil, but definitely not as much as it does now. Now on the table for a Jackal nerf or not a Jackal nerf, a Lion nerf is to, instead of like an outline, it's like a Jackal track, which I love that idea. I love that idea, and I love another idea I saw of someone tweet that have it so Lion's the only one who could see it. Give him some special visor or something. Like, you don't even have to you can make it a plot hole. It doesn't even matter. Just only he could see the people moving, because it would require team play. It would require, he's running around in Master. Like, they won't have the exact coordinates, but they'll know. So it's still information gathering, and it requires team play. So I like those. Something that was implemented into the game now currently, toggle on Monty Impulse. Amazing. One of the greatest things. I've been waiting for Monty toggle for a while now. It's so hard to fucking hold a button, especially when mine is mouse wheel, that it's just so irritating to aim and do that. Because I'm a console, but I came from console. I hate mouse and keyboard. But, yeah. Honestly, I love it. And, like, I'm sure all the Monty mains are happy about it. Billboard. I know G2 plays it a little bit. EG plays it a little bit, so they're probably happy about that. Unless, I guess, people have different gadget buttons that make it easier. But for me, any fucking mouse wheel press guy gadgets, anyone who does that, we are fucking crying. We're rolling over in our graves right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. But I have a proposition. C9, SSG. Let's do a grudge match. I'll host a game. We'll make it a best of 3. Stop all this talking on Twitter. Stop all this shit about between orgs. I will stream the game. We will play a best of 3, and we will see who's the better team. You want to play? We'll say, this is the Suzaku Shit League Finals, we'll call it, to see who would have won that game. And I don't know if it's illegal because gambling or anything, but any donations during the stream will be read out loud. So, if anyone's got funny things to say, and all the money will go to the winning team. I don't know if I could do that. That may be like some kind of money thing, gambling. I don't know. If it is, then we won't do that. But just make it funny. We'll just have a match, grudge match, going right at it. Because I'm sick of seeing the Twitter bullshit. Let's play Siege. Let's get on Rainbow Six Siege and let's box. And I want some casting experience, so this is perfect. If you guys want to do that, anyone from not Rogue, C9 or SSG, DM me. We'll get this shit on the fucking road. Because we all want to see this. And if you want to see this, let me know in the comments. Let me know on Twitter that you want to see this. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end of this video and you enjoyed it, go to my Twitter. Go to the tweet I'm going to put in the description and tweet me #don't relegate my boyfriend. Thank you guys and have a good one.